get drunk enough to cry. Got these tears lodged inside. Sober, they've been clouding up my eyes, and I gotta get drunk enough to cry. Trying to get high enough to fly, leave the cold, cold ground behind. I'm soaring, sure be sore in the morning, and trying to get high enough to fly. So if you feel a little something on your shoulder, don't worry, it's only me getting older, and I'm good company. Just trying to blend in, I'm sticking out, leaving, they leave a little doubt. Maybe you could tell me what that's all about. I'm just trying to blend in, I'm sticking out. I'm a little dark cloud up against the sky, minding my own, just floating by. Lately this town has been a little dry. Well, I'm a little dark cloud up against the sky. So if you feel a little something on your shoulder, don't worry, it's only me getting older. I'm good company. Where's your melodica? What? Come on. You're out of the orchestra. All right. So if you feel a little something on your shoulder, don't worry, it's only me getting older. I'm good company. Oh, if you feel a little something on your shoulder, don't worry, it's only me getting older. I'm good company. I'm good company. Oh, yeah, big one. I'm good That's not bourbon, is it? I love story. But don't go too far. Don't go looking for it. You know where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my road manager down here, Chad Galactic. And that was our merch girl, business model, Liz Bunny, going to find some bourbon. And we're less than 12 hours away from the end of one of the craziest leaps of faith and maddest experiments in my lifetime. We fucking did it! You might not know what I'm talking about, but that does not change the fact that we fucking did it.
I wake up so early in the morning. You might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up so early in the morning. Oh, yeah. What? Surly in the Morning Afternoon News is filmed before a live webcast audience with your anchor, Nathan Moore. Good morning, good afternoon. Nathan Moore here reporting to you live from the Surly in the Morning Afternoon News desk. This just in, Salsa on my lap. That's the breaking news. Salsa came in for a squeeze. Yeah, it's a good boy. All right, let me get to work now. Got my coffee. I have not peeked at the headlines. How you doing out there? It's Friday. We made it through the week. Survived. That's our main task. It's our main purpose here. What happened? Am I about to be freaked out? Am I about to be elated? What's going on? This is live. It sure is live. We are live. CDM. Good to see you. Good morning. Good afternoon. Ben, good to see you. Elijah's Archive. Magpie. Beans. Let's do this. All right, we're just going to plow through these headlines. That's what we do. I come to you with no agenda. Just except to share the headlines together, the daily news. Oftentimes my ignorance will shine through. Occasionally maybe an insight. But the main point is to be together. Oh no. I see someone in the chat wondering if we're muted. Please tell me it's not so. I see the green bar flashing. I think we're good. Someone let me know you can hear me before I hit the drum roll and we trigger the news. Oh, wait. I'm still enjoying my first sips of coffee here. Not muted. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. And here we go. The daily news. Oh, there he is. Not my king. The man who is king. Look at all those medals. That looks heavy. I bet that's warm. He's like, could someone cut on the AC? Whew, is it me or is it hot in here? It's stuffy. It's stuffy. It's so stuffy. As Charles is crowned, some Britons ask why monarchy persists. Scaled back coronation set to cost a mere $125 million. Glad they scaled that back. It's so exorbitant in the past. Protesters keen on sabotage. Could be first post-colonial royal. Queen ripped Markle as evil. Harry relationship complete catastrophe. Oh man. All right, here we go down the first column. Let me kill this music so I can concentrate. Job growth smashes expectations. Black unemployment record low. Data keeps defying slowdown. The data keeps defying what our eyes can plainly see. Thank God the data doesn't line up with our own personal observations. Wall Street running away from housing market. Why? WHO declares end of COVID emergency. Glad they caught up to the rest of us. It's like, okay. Cases counting to stop. Case counting to stop. They're going to stop counting the cases. Walensky out at the CDC. Who's Walensky? WGA strike shuts down productions amidst skirmishes, cries of scabs. Yep. I think Dad was talking about being a scab. Wonder why they called them scabs. Maybe that's a question for Mr. Know-It-All. Let's see. Hey, Percy. Why do we call people who cross the picket line scabs? Question mark. Hey, Mr. Know-It-All, are you there? Are you available? All right. Awesome. So, we're wondering if you could tell us why they call people who cross the picket line scabs. Well, let's see. There's got to be a book around here somewhere. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here we go. This will tell us. The term scab for people who cross the picket line dates back to the late 18th and early 19th centuries during labor disputes and strikes. It is derived from the older meaning of the word scab as a term for a person who is considered a lowlife or a despicable character. When workers went on strike, those who crossed the picket line and continued working were thought to be betraying their fellow workers in the cause of the strike. They were seen as low and dishonorable, like a scab that forms on a wound, preventing it from healing properly. Very informative. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. Thank you so much. I knew you'd know. I guess we could have guessed that. I just thought maybe there was a surprising origin there. Teamsters refused to cross pickets. Xi, am I saying that right? I always wonder. Xi calls for population plan revamp as China demographic crisis builds. Population plan revamp. God. Paramount can't say no to man behind Yellowstone. $50,000 a week for ranch, $25 per cow. $25 per cow? That's a bargain. We might be able to afford that here on the Surly in the Morning Afternoon News. Get a couple of cows up in here. It might be just what the show needs. Sequel greenlit with McConaughey to star. Well, you know, we're some Yellowstone watchers here. We'll be intrigued to see what Matthew brings to the show. Who's he going to be? Most Americans support anti-trans policies. I think you're going to have to be more specific. TikTok tracked users who watched gay content. Well, TikTok tracked users who watched everything. Anything you watch is being tracked. So you could say that about anything. They tracked it. If you watched it, they tracked it. If you watched it, they know you watched it. And they're going to show you more of that. If you watched a bunch of them, they'll show you more of them. That's how that works. Cawthorn pleads guilty to bringing loaded gun through TSA checkpoint. Whoops. Now, that's happened to a good friend of mine. That can happen by accident. It's a little hard to believe, but I've seen it happen. Here's a list of the most obese states. Do we want to click on that? I'm not sure my desk could handle it. Oh, come on, that wasn't that funny. All right, column 2. Cruising along. Protest planned in New York City as DA considers charges in subway chokehold death. Some call criminal, others hold judgment. Marine named. Now, is there footage of this? I've skimmed this story, but I haven't really done a dive. is if anybody has any insight they want to post in the chat, I'd be willing to check it out. But was it on video or is it all stories going around? Google engineer jumps from 14th floor of company's headquarters. Second worker suicide in months. Google engineer jumps from 14th floor of company's headquarters. Gosh. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that. And I'm wondering if we should go back and deep dive if there's going to be protests, should we learn more out of the gate about this story that happened on the subway? I'm going to think about that as we continue on. Part of my brain will be preoccupied. Paradise Lost, Hawaii's over-tourism problem gets worse. Over-tourism. It's a tourist destination. 2-mile-long homeless encampment north of San Fran. Oh, San Fran. I probably have friends living in that encampment. It's getting very expensive. It's strange that it's getting so expensive that it's becoming a place no one would want to live. This is the new CNN. Zaslav declares, defends town hall with ex-pres. Special counsel zooms in on possible criminal charges in Trump probe. Ron DeSoros, MAGA targets Don rival. Judicial activist directed fees to Thomas's wife, urged no mention of Ginny. I guess that's, I gotcha. Chief Justice has a problem. Conservatives criticize liberal justices for ethics issues. More on the story there with Clarence Thomas and his private donor. I want a private donor inside Hunter Biden's clash with the White House. This is like soap opera. It's reading, these are the days of our lives. Lake Russert's Washington fairy tale still missing an ending. Luke Russert, sorry. Look for me there. Luke Russert's Washington fairy tale still missing an ending. No idea what that means. No idea. Oh my goodness, we're all ready to column 3. We are just cruising along. Oh, right, column 3. That's when I thank you for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell so you get notified when we go live. You never know exactly when it's going to be. This show is every day when I wake up over my first cup of coffee. Jabber John. We did episode 21 last night, adults only. Jabber John talking show with my father and Kyle Hogg. You can get them all right here on the YouTube channel. See? Check it out. There they are. Went live last night to play some music on Twitch, some free-form jams. I'll be doing that more and more as we go forth. And, of course, a bunch of old records and music videos. It's all right there, Nathan Moore on YouTube. Subscribe. Enjoy. Back to the news. Soros nears deal to buy Vice. Wonder why he wants to buy Vice. It never turned a profit. I'm a big fan of Vice. Boy, they have had some content. I don't know if I'd have any idea about the history of what's going on in Ukraine without some of their coverage. They had some great reporters really behind the scenes as Russia was infiltrating the eastern part of Ukraine since, for the last 10 years. And they really had some people on the ground going in and really talking to people. Some of the Vice, if you want to deep dive some of the story that's unfolding here with the Ukraine situation, Vice was a great source for that. High blood pressure linked to 30 minutes a week on cell phone. Woz If you want to learn about AI killing people, get a Tesla. Oh, God. Twitter, blue check marks become polarizing symbol of Musk tenure. Twitter blue. You got your blue check? I don't. I'll never have a blue check. I'm not worthy. Hey, we all have blue checks. What about you? I don't have a blue check. Sorry, I just didn't get one. I can't afford a blue check. There we go. That's better. Drones over Kremlin launched from inside Russia. Well, obviously, those things were obviously bought at Target, controlled by an iPhone. They couldn't have had much range. I'd say drones over Kremlin launched from inside Kremlin, but I'm just guessing. They don't have much range. All the evidence points to... All right, here we go. Next headline. Men changing... I didn't want to just read the next headline with that hanging Chad there. Men changing gender to avoid war. Where? In Russia? Boy, that was an unforeseen consequence. I bet Putin really hates that. U.S. submarines popping up more often. Not clear why. Popping up... Does that mean they used to stay under longer? Or there's just more submarines in the world? There's different ways you could look at that. Either they're coming to the surface more often, or they're just popping up underwater all around more often. We'll never know. Some things we'll never know. Israelis call out perks for ultra-Orthodox in latest protest. Can Jews be pagans? Of course Jews can be pagans. Anybody can be a pagan. All you got to do is get yourself a human skull. These that you're going to probably have to use a facsimile. You can get one on Amazon. Stick a candle in the top of it. Play some Led Zeppelin backwards. And you're in. Did military labs spill anthrax into public waterways? ? Usually when a headline has a question mark, the answer is no. You find out by around the 7th paragraph. That's usually the way it works. Not always, but 9.9 out of 10 times, if a headline has a question mark, the answer is going to be no. Can we live forever? Anti-porn activists scoring big wins. Well, none of these are calling me to really deep dive them. So I guess we've made it. We've made it through the headlines. That was almost too easy. It's Friday, though. You know, they want to send us off into the weekend with a kick to our step, with a bounce. So I'll take it. I'll run with it. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend out there. This is when we dance. Go get them, Tigers. Give them heaven. Always trust your cape. Remember, the woods are full of wardens.
All week I've been a slab happy fool, been sending all the old folks back to school, running full speed in brand new shoes. Ah, shucks, I got the woohoo blues. I got the woohoo blues. Got the woohoo blues. I'm yesterday's new. I got the woohoo blues. I've been hooting, hollering, shooting my guns. I've been shouting in the barrel at the top of my lungs. Been chasing the white dog, catching them too. Good grief, I got the woohoo blues. I got the woohoo blues.
It was too quick. Woohoo!
Couldn't stop my smile from leaving on my cheek, hitting people in the eyes. Feeling so good, thought I'd never lose. Jeez Louise, I got the woohoo blues. I got the woohoo blues. I'm yesterday's news. I got the woohoo blues.
Thank you, Swaby. Yeah, sorry this was so quick, folks. I'm not ready to go either, but I don't want to force anything. I got to follow the formula. The formula will set me free. Form. My limits are my wings. I am here to fly. While I was gone, my head was pounding, my pants weren't on. I could see my face in the officer's shoes. Sweet baby Jesus got the woohoo blues. I got the woohoo blues. I'm yesterday's news. Oh, I got the woohoo, I got the woohoo, I got the woohoo blues. For the hills, I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up early in the morning.